James Charles just destroyed his career after this. Hey guys, stick around until the end to find out what happens. You're gonna be absolutely shocked. YouTube's demonetized James Charles' makeup channel, at least for the recent situation. James will probably have to look to his clothing and apparel brands as his only source of income, and apparently the business that he'd made with Morphe, the brushes company, will also be coming to an end after the recent allegations that have been going up against James. They posted a statement earlier that they've been winding down their business, and that probably means less benefit for the makeup mogul. The last option left for him is still open via TikTok, and that's through creator funds. But it still won't be the same as YouTube anyway. In fact, a lot of news agencies like Insider have even reported that James Charles has been demonetized by YouTube for an undefined period of time, citing its creator responsibility policy. It has also been dropped by Morphe. According to Forbes, James is set to lose millions in annual earnings. Another thing that might be causing some setbacks is the fact that he doesn't do any sponsorships, neither in his videos or Instagram posts. If he had, there might have been a chance for him coming back from the slump his career certainly hit, at least in terms of money. Other side projects that James has, like Instant Influencer, are also not promising for him anymore because instant influencers have not really announced anything ever since the drama involving him has been stirred up. However, James doesn't really seem to be that bothered about this. At least, that's what it seemed like from his statement that he released after his deal was dropped with Morphe. It all started back in 2019 when OG beauty YouTuber Tati Westbrook denounced his former mentee and friend, James Charles, in her tell-all Bye Sister video. The drama started after James promoted Sugar Bear Hair, a hair vitamin company. Tati got upset after hearing the news because she owns her own hair vitamin brand, Halo Beauty. Tati posted her own Instagram stories talking about how upset she got over her friend using another brand's products. James publicly apologized for the incident, but Tati wasn't ready to forgive him. In a video on her YouTube channel, Tati discussed the incident and why she felt so hurt by James's actions. He had 9 days after Coachella to talk to me. He knows where I live. It's not far from him. He could have come face to face and chatted with me because he knows that this would hurt me, she said. Tati was accusing James of what she called disgusting behavior, claiming that he tried to manipulate someone's sexuality by using his celebrity status to hit on straight men. She cited a specific incident at her 2019 birthday party. You were talking about things in detail about what you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity. Tati told viewers that she called all her guests the next morning to apologize on James' behalf because it was so uncomfortable. Tati said that she planned to cut off James for good. I don't think there's any getting through to you, and I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be associated with you, and I need to say that very publicly so that chapter can be closed. In response to Tati's explosive Bye Sister video, James actually posted an apology. He said sorry to Tati and her husband for all the craziness that had happened recently. James also addressed Tati's accusations that he intentionally tried to date straight men. According to him, he had been involved in a lot of very unique and strange situations that left lots of people confused and upset, and he learned that the hard way about ways he can interact with boys that he put trust in and ones that he shouldn't be talking to. This is a conversation that I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with, and it's something that I should have been far more careful with before it happened. And it's something I should have been far more careful with bringing into the public eye, especially with that last situation that just happened. After this, Tati decided to halt her normal video production. Though Jeffree Star took Tati's side in the feud, even more beauty vloggers came forward to defend James. Gabrielle Zamora outspokenly defended James, and Nikita Dragon posted receipts of her own. On Twitter, Nikita shared the Coachella text between her and James, which seemingly proved his part of the story to be true. He was getting attacked by fans in the VIP section, so he reached out to the brand to try to gain access to a safer environment. Nikita went to Coachella with Sugar Bear Hair, so James asked her if she could connect him. On May 17, 2019, Tati Westbrook posted a second video. Almost a week after posting her first video, Tati uploaded another discussing the massive impact her first video had. When I made that apology, I thought I would be the one that would take the hit. I thought that I was going against millions and millions of subscribers, and that might separate parts of the internet. My 5 million subscribers will be affected, and I will be the one losing subscribers for speaking up, and I was going against someone with a lot more power, she said. After thanking her fans, Tati urged them to stop attacking James. I want to share with you guys that I really do want the hate to stop. I want the picking sides and the abusive memes and all the language and all of that. I really hope both sides can stop. That is not why I made this video. And I feel like I wanted to share with you guys why I did, the vlogger said. This was a real wake-up call, and it was me trying to reach someone who I found completely unreachable, and I've been trying to deliver the same message so many times because this wasn't just about one thing. Tati continued, saying that there have been several situations that she's been wanting to bring up to James. You need to step into being an adult and being held accountable, so I did what I did. Later on in the video, Tati clarified that she doesn't hate James, and doesn't want other people to hate him either. I don't think his career is over. I don't think he's cancelled. I think he needs some help, and I think he needs better people around him, and I know I will never be that person again, Tati explained. When someone is called out on their crap, they can do a few things differently. They can change and make a great comeback, and really look at what they are doing that is not right and then fix it. That's all I can hope for. On May 18th, 2019, James Charles posted a second video. James actually posted his own 40+ minute YouTube video, addressing everything that went down. In this video titled No More Lies, James went through what went down on that infamous Coachella weekend, claiming that Sugar Bear Hair did in fact come to his rescue despite Tati's accusations that he'd been planning the deal for weeks in advance. James provided screenshots and other receipts as he touched on the points Tati originally made, including his relationship with Sam the waiter, who Tati claimed James was sexually harassing. He also discussed his interactions with Jeffree Star, which led to him cutting ties with Jeffree's brand, Killer Merch, and temporarily closed down the sisters' apparel site. On May 25th, 2019, James Charles cancelled his tour. Once the drama died down, James shocked some of his followers when he announced that he was cancelling his sister's tour. In an Instagram story, James said that the tour was nearly sold out, but he felt like it would be better to cancel it. I made the decision to pull the tour. This was 100% my decision. None of the venues pulled out. None of the brands that were going to be sponsoring it pulled out, and keep in mind, it was almost completely sold out, and still, less than 1% of people who bought tickets contacted about refunds. The Sisters tour is not being cancelled because I was cancelled. Let's make that clear. I made this decision for a lot of different personal reasons, he said. James told fans that he was still coping with the backlash from his feud with Tati and wasn't ready to come back to YouTube or host a tour. On June 30th, 2020, Tati Westbrook recounted her accusations, blaming Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. Tati returned to YouTube with yet another explosive video, telling fans that she made her Bye Sister video as a result of all of the poisonous lies that were fed to me by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. Tati claimed that bringing down James Charles became an obsession for Jeffree, and she believes he and Shane used her as a weapon against her friend. Jeffree eventually connected Tati with his best friend Shane. Tati told viewers that Shane came to her home and spent hours telling her horrific allegations about James. When the time came for her to film Bye Sister, well, she claims Shane offered to edit and title it for her. By the time she filmed her video, Tati says she was beyond gaslit by the two YouTubers. She said she was very sorry about allowing herself to be poisoned and weaponized against them, and she was gaslit, and making the videos was the biggest mistake of her life, she said tearfully throughout the video. Well, for now, that's where the situation lies, and we can only sit and watch out for any more updates. Click on one of these videos on your screen. See you there.